Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Snooker Table, the YouTube channel that is yet to have any viewers. 13 subscribers, but I started this channel quite a while ago, and then I got wrapped up in other things on a different channel that I've got. But now I am committing a lot of time, a lot of energy into snooker, what I consider to be one of the greatest sports on earth. My passion for it is unbelievable. I'm starting to like it more than football, because football can be a bit of a joke. There is no fan community for snooker, and it is being built up here on this channel, the Snooker Table. And when I get to 1,000 subscribers and the channel is able to go live, we're going to go live when the World Championships are on, when the UK is on, when all the tournaments are on. We'll go live on each night and we'll talk about the day. We'll talk about matches. We'll talk about players. We'll talk about upsets. We'll talk about favourites. We'll talk about everything snooker related. This is the place to be. So hit subscribe if you want to be part of the upcoming new snooker community. Today's video is about who will be the first Chinese player to win the World Snooker Championship. Let's try and predict that right now. No Chinese man has ever won, or woman, no China man or woman has ever won the World Snooker Championship. We've had Yang Mingtao win the Masters. We've had Zhao, how do you say it? Chao Xing Tong. I struggle with that. Xing Tong, we'll just go with his latter. But it's formative, isn't it, in China? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Zhao Xing Tong, I think that's it. He won the UK Championship. No one has won the Worlds. So, who is going to be the first person to break through and win the World Snooker Championships from China? Because, as we all know as snooker fans, the wave of Chinese players is a fantastic, very skilled group of players. Sadly, though, a lot of them have got bans. Whether that be lifetime or a few years or a few months, it does vary. I'm not going to go into the whole China ban. I'm going to make that probably a separate video. I will name a couple of players that are in that ban that I think would have been in the conversation to be the first potential Chinese World Snooker Champion. But we're going to stick with who's in the top 64. And we will stick with who's in the top 64, and then we will just, throw a couple in that have actually received bans that I think would have had the minerals to potentially win it. So, we all know Chinese players are getting to the last stages of so many tournaments all the time these days. Yang Mingtao, who's banned, won that Masters, and Xing Tong won the UK, both banned. For me, out of those two, Xing Tong would have been the one with his pure talent who would have had the better chance. Mingtao, great talent. He's a bit kind of Steve Davis-esque in the way he plays. Definitely has the ability to win it. Whether he can stand up to some of the top players, the Ronnies, your Judds, your Mark Allens at the moment, I don't think he would, but he's not in the conversation anyway because he's been banned. So let's just stick with the top 64. Now we're going to go, I'm going to pick out 5 players that I think have got the potential to be the first player. So at 59, we've got Chu Si. I don't think he's in the conversation. We've got Tian Peng Fai. At 58, I don't think he's in the conversation. Let's bring it up. We've got Wu Yi's. I don't think he is in the conversation. And then we've got 3 players. At 38, 39 and 40, you've got Yuan Saijun, Chow Yupeng. Chow Yupeng's been around for a wee bit. We've got Chow Yupeng. He's not been around for all that long. Chow Gadong, who has been around for a wee bit. None of them are in the picture for me. Let's keep going up. Right, we've got Fan Zhengi. We've got Pan Junhu. He's number 31. Right. Let's start making some contenders. So a contender who is actually number 29 in the world. He's not This is Si Jai-Hu. Not had the greatest of seasons after his semi-final run last year. So close to getting to the final until Luca Brissell won about 11 frames in a row. Unbelievable. Probably the best Crucible comeback we've ever seen. And one of the best World Championship wins from Luca Brissell. Not the greatest season. I think it could be that could have been a freak year for him, but he is going to be in. We're going to put 5 players down here. So let's go with Si Jai-Hu. Okay. So, brilliant playing style, as we all know. Goes for his shots, plays the game how it should be played. Very good long potter. Played some beautiful snooker. In the World Championships in 2023, snooker's obviously, I think they teach it in schools and stuff now in China, which, God, I tell you what, I'd love to have been Chinese growing up because I love the game of snooker. And if you love something and you can have the education of it in school, then you can become a real world beater. My knowledge of snooker is vast. My talent in snooker is poor. So we've got Si Jai-Hu. We've got Liu Haitun. Again, pronunciation's not my greatest here. I think Si Jai-Hu has got more of a chance there, to be honest with you. I'm not even going to put a top 5. I'm not going to do a top 5. I'm going to do 4. I'm going to do 4. Yeah, there's going to be 4 in this list. Right. So we're not going to do Liu Haotin. I don't think that he's got the game to win against some of the top players over long format. Has he won a ranking event? The man with the snooker knowledge doesn't know if he's won a ranking event. Let's get some ranking points, mate. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look. Hold on. Okay. So let's look at his record here. Let's have a look. Right, no. He's got to 3 semi-finals. The Wuhan Open, the Northern Ireland, and the shootout. I mean, the shootout. Come on. Right, so no. Not for me. Right, okay, so we're going to do... We are going backwards. And right, Zhou Yulong. Brilliant, tough, all-round, great player. He tends to have he doesn't really have that consistency over a season. He tends to have like peaks and troughs, doesn't he, Joe? Really good to watch. I remember one time I watched him against John Higgins a couple of seasons ago and he just dispensed him. So Zhou Yulong is a contender. I don't believe he'll win it. I don't believe Joe will ever win the World Championships. He can kind of succumb to the pressure. He does tend to, now and again, get to latter stages of events, but then he can crumble. And I don't believe that he has got it to win it at all. Never mind first. Let me just put that down. Right. Let's put straight in. Let's go backwards again. Right. Now we've got 2 more Chinese players here that come after Joe. Joe's 21 in the world. Right, we've got 13. This is who I think could win it. Obviously could. This is who I think will win it first. Hold on. Let's just check when Xing Tong's ban is up, because that's important. We'll find out when Xing Tong's ban is up, and while that's just loading. Right, so we've got Zhang Anda. What a great season. He got to the final against Judd. Let's go on to Zhang Anda. Right. Right, so Zhang Anda at the English Open was leading against Judd Trump quite heavily, and then Judd Trump reeled off like 6 frames in a row. The final of the English, and he got beat 9-7. People thought that was a bit of a freak. The next event, he got to round 4 of the Wuhan, then the Northern Ireland Open. He got to round 3. Scottish Open, got to the quarterfinals, beating... No, he didn't. Hold on a minute. Yeah, he did. He got... Hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm on the wrong event. Right, ignore me. Scottish Open was qualifier. Right. Then he got to the International Championship, and he had a great run. Let me tell you who he faced in the International Championship. He faced in round 2, so there's no round 1, was there not? No round 1. Oh, there was a International Championship qualifier. He beat Becker 6-3. Down to the main draw. Okay, International Championship. He beat Mark Williams in round 2, 6-3. 3-time champion of the world. In round 3, he beat Liam Pullen. Okay, always expect that. Then he fought another Chinese player in Lu Haitin. Again, pronunciation. My bad. He beat him 6-3. Quarterfinals, Zhang Anda faced another Chinese player in Ding Junhui, who's obviously in the conversation. He beat him 6-3. Then he had Ronnie in the semi-finals, and he beat him 9-6. And then he actually won the event against Tom Ford. 10-6. And we all know Tom Ford's not a pushover. A little bit of a journeyman, but good player. He's had a few 147s, hasn't he? Then the champion of champions, he got beat in the first round by Ding. Bit of revenge there. The UK Championships, he got to the quarterfinal and got beat by Hossein Safai. So quarterfinals is a good run. He got beat in the Masters by Sean Murphy in the first round. Then he got to the quarterfinal of the Grand Prix. So he's doing all right. So he's had a final against Judd, which he could and maybe should have won. And then he won the International, and he's had a few quarterfinals in there. He was at the Masters. Yeah, so obviously, let's get him in the list. Hold on. Right, Zhang Anda. Zhang Anda, we need to look at Xing Tong and see when his ban is up. Zhao Xing Tong, let's have a look. Right, because he has got, for me, when he won that UK Championship, he was absolutely sublime, and I thought he was going to go on and win the Worlds, but I think he got beat. He got beat in the first round. I was quite confident. Not confident, but I thought he'd do pretty well. Right, let's see when he's back off his ban. Right, he's banned until the 1st of September, so he's only going to miss the next World Championships, okay? So he's actually, hold on, he's won the German Masters. He won the German Masters in the same year that he won the UK Championship as well, so he's won 2 events. He's definitely in the conversation, okay? And so we now are gonna do 5 players. Ding Junhui, obviously. Ding Junhui is in the conversation for a Chinese player to be the first to win it. But he's been around for long enough, and he's arguably, at the recording of this on the 1st of February, he's arguably playing his best snooker in a very, very long time right now. But is that good enough? I don't think it is. He's been thrashed recently a few times by Ronnie. That's no kind of, that's nothing to be really ashamed of, but he can throw in twitches, he can throw in silly shots, he can, sometimes his safety game isn't all that. When he's in amongst the balls and around the reds, there's not many better than Ding. But do I think he can win the World Championships? No, I don't. He had his opportunity a few years ago in the final against Selby and he didn't win it. I don't think he'll get that far again. We all know about Ding. He's been around for long enough. So I'm going to discard him from being someone that I think will win it first. I'm also going to discard Si Zhaohu. I think that was more of a freak year for him. Though he's not a bad player, but he's not climbed the rankings too much, has he? So I'm going to get rid of him. Zhou Yulong, I think, does crumble under the pressure. I don't think he will be the first. So then it's out of Zhang Anda and Xing Tong. Xing Tong is back next year. He's won 2 ranking events, the UK and the just to confirm, I just saw it. Where's it gone? And the German Masters. But you've got Zhang Anda, who has had a really, really good season. He's really climbed the rankings and he's got himself into a really good spot. So for me, there's a few good Chinese players in there, 3 or 4. But for me, the player that has got the all-round game, the player that's had the best season, the player that has improved his overall game, and he's been around for a while as well. He's done something to change it. The player that has he's beaten Ronnie in a semi, he's beaten Tom Ford, who again is no pushover in the final, and he had a very good performance against Judd Trump. He's got good composure, he can take good leads. I think if he can play his game and he can keep his bottle, and obviously get into 2 finals is over a fairly long format, 1st to 10 or 1st to 9. He shows that he can win over a long format. So for me, the first Chinese person that will ever win the World Snooker Championships is Zhang Anda. Please put your predictions below. I hope this channel will grow. My passion for the game is real, and I know there's a lot of you out there that also have the same passion for the mighty sport that is snooker. So, guys, I hope to see some people joining this channel, and I'm going to keep uploading and uploading and uploading, and hopefully by the time the World Championships is around, we've got a little bit of a community. And yeah, until next time, peace out.